Hello, let's learn about use of final keyword in PHP. In the previous session, we had seen about method overriding concept in PHP. If we can recall, method overriding is the concept where the base class and derived class are having method with same name and same signature. Same signature means the number of argument, type of argument, and return type of function is same. Consider here in class A, which is base class, and the class B, which is derived class, are having method with name as show. Now, if we can observe here, there are no arguments in both the method and there is no return type for these methods. So everything is in this example for show method is same. As per inheritance, we never create object of base class. We can create, but if we create, there will be no concept of inheritance because the definition of inheritance states that we can access the properties of one class by using object of another class. So every time in the inheritance code, we do create object of derived class only. Now consider if we create object of derived class, that is if we create object OB of base class, derived class B, and this OB object can be used to access or call the method of class A as well as method of class B. Now let's see the code for method overriding in PHP. Go to the notepad, start the PHP tag. We will write one class A, and suppose I want to write one method with function and having name as show. Now this function want to display some hi message suppose, and we want to close the function, close the class A. Now I want to derive one class B which is extends from class A. So B is derived from class A. Here again this derived class B is having function with same name show, and also the number of argument, type of argument, and return type of function, everything is same, but only the behavior is difference. Behavior means the task that methods are performing. Suppose this method is performing the task of displaying by message. Let's see closing of function, closing of class. Now we are done with the class never executes, only the function in the class executes, and that too when we call them by using object of class. Now as per this PHP script, suppose I am displaying one message of welcome to learn PHP, and now, for calling the methods, calling the functions of both the class, and this is the example of inheritance, so we will create object of derived class. So we will create object of B class, and we will use this OB object and arrow operator to call the show function. And here we will close the PHP script. Now we will save this file in XAMPP htdocs folder with name and extension as PHP. Now let's run this code on our local host by giving name of the file as o1.php. Now what we have received the output over here, welcome to learn PHP, because class not executed, we received the first line of the script, and as per the method overriding, the method in the derived class has overridden the method in the base class. So hi is not displayed, only the by output is displayed because the object is checked to call the function, which object is used to call the function, that is ob is of which class? B class. So only show function of B class got executed and we received the output as a by, and high is hidden. Now to call the overridden method of class A, what we use, we write parent scope resolution and the name of the method. Save the code and run the code. Again we get the output of base class method as well as derived class method. But sometimes if I want to prevent any method to be overridden by its derived class, you don't want this function show should be overridden by any of the derived class from class A. So we can do that just by preceding this base class method with final keyword. Let's see now what output we will get. Refresh the page. Here we get the error as we cannot override the final method of class A. The name of the method is show. So it means whenever the B class, which is derived from A, has tried to use the same method name with same signature, has given the error because the base class method is declared as a final, so we cannot override. It means by default we have to take another name for this method compulsorily. So this is how we have written the code. Moving on, next use of final keyword is if we want to prevent the inheritance. Now suppose I have written class A and I don't want this A class to be inherited or extended by any of the class. So we can prevent inheritance by writing final keyword in front of class. So let's see what happened. Let's run the code. Class B may not inherit from final class A. So whenever we declare any class as a final, and if any class tries to extend that or inherit that or derive that, error will be generated. So there are two uses of final keyword that we have seen. We can prevent the method overriding by declaring the method of base class with any of the class by final keyword, so that its derived class cannot have the same method with same name and same signature. And if we want to prevent the inheritance, that can be done by declaring any class with final keyword. So if any other class tries to derive that class, it will give an error. So these are the uses of final keyword in PHP. Thank you.